Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Curly K Glam, and I'm here today to do a little chat about All American Season 5, Episode 1. Now, I just got into All American recently in the last couple of weeks because Netflix put Homecoming up there, and so I got really invested into Homecoming. And so I was just like, in order to get the backstory, I need to watch All American, and that's just so moving forward in the story for Homecoming, I would have the context. So I was like, now that both shows are on at the same time, how fun would it be for me to do a review of both shows? So this will be my All American review, and then stay tuned because I will have another video up of my review of Homecoming. So for All American, we are having a crossover episode where Simone, Keisha, and Cam are now all on All American, and then Spencer and Jordan will be on Homecoming. So I just took a few notes, just a few bullet points I wanted to go over. I just wanted to start off by saying, I feel like the episode was a good, return episode. It did. My only quim was it picked up 6 weeks after the Homecoming game. So we don't know what happened in between those 6 weeks, which I don't like because I feel like if the season ended with them winning the game against Coastal Carolina, then it should have picked up right there. And the only reason why I'm a stickler for time and sequence is because of Marvel. Marvel has did it. Because if you don't watch, Marvel got a lot of moving pieces, and if you don't watch what's going on, you'll be lost in the sauce. So that was my only claim about this episode. But the episode opens up with Spencer and Olivia missing each other. There's a sequence when both of them are touching the bed, and it's showing where everybody is currently right now. Not on the episode tonight was Patience, Miss James, Dylan, and the new fiance, I forgot his name, or Preach. But everybody else, for the most part, was in this episode. We see that Asher is coaching still. I like that aspect because I just like Asher's transition. He seems more down to earth, more level headed, and he has a goal now versus, he was just so football that he would do anything to play football. But now that his circumstances are a little bit different and changed, I like how he's transitioning into coaching and trying to get on at the collegiate level, which is a great starting point for him. We see that Jordan's hand is still broken. So on the last episode, we saw that Jordan would be out approximately 6 to 8 weeks. And so we're seeing flashbacks of them, I guess, losing because they don't have a quarterback right now. Or if they do have a quarterback, he doesn't have much experience. But we never saw or met the third string quarterback, I don't think. We see that Cam is the one singing Ordinary People by John Legend. So since Cam, we know from Homecoming that Cam lost his scholarship. Cam is now still singing. He's, from Homecoming, the singing, he brought the singing over to All American. So he is at the little cafe they always powwow at an open mic night. There's some record execs there, checking for local talent. And so we see Simone and Keisha home, and it is Christmas time. So we went from Homecoming to Christmas. So that's a little bit of a jump, especially realistically, it goes Homecoming, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So we totally skip the ins and outs of Homecoming. We just saw the game or a little bit of the game, and then Thanksgiving. So now we're at Christmas. So everybody's home for Christmas. Keisha came home with Simone to LA. Keisha, walks up to Cam. And for some reason, why do Spencer and Cam still have beef? They have been out of high school a whole semester. It should be neutral territory. Cam still be in his feelings and is questioning Keisha as to how she even know him. But we all know Keisha knows Spencer from when Simone, Jordan, and Liv and them came to Homecoming. So, Cam walks off. We know from Homecoming that Cam has lost his scholarship. So I'm thinking, not that he's mad at Keisha, but that, you know, like he's trying to navigate how he finna pay that money. So, you know, that's behind the scenes stuff with Cam. My next note was that Olivia is so compulsive. With Olivia's character, when she gets hooked onto something or when she's gonna do something, she just is full out 100% committed. Like, if she's in a spiral, she's in a spiral. If she's like in a good place, she's in a good place. And so right now, which we have really no background on, you know, her journalism career, but for her to be working at the LA Chronicle or whatever, the LA Tribune, which is what we found last season, she's trying to get this story. She should not be this deep in her journalism major yet, where she's writing articles and all of that. And she just started school. Like, we ain't even seen no intro to writing classes. We ain't seen no journalism classes. Like, at least on homecoming with Auntie's class, we knew Auntie was a journalism major, and so she taught journalism at a university. It ain't no situation like that we see. So, but according to them, she got little journalism friends and everything. So that's that. Coop checks Olivia, which I was happy that somebody did, because it's such a conflict of interest that Olivia and Billy are this engulfed into trying to spill the tea on the coach. Like, for some part of me, Billy tried so hard last season to become principal, and now I feel like he's trying to be the coach of Golden Angeles. I just feel like it would be a great thing for his career, but at the same time, it's just like, well, Olivia, like, you costing the GAU football program, you could possibly hurt the athletic program, and, you know, not to mention, of course, Jordan and Spencer, because they're players on the team. And so also around this time, Jordan and Simone are awkward. Like, they have not had no communication. They have not spoken to each other since Simone came home and broke up with him. And so Simone's just home feeling the feels. And she can see that, you know, how can I word it? Like, she can see, like, Jordan and Layla trying to avoid each other, but, you know, like, they're all friends. They're all in this vortex together. So, like, I don't understand why exactly, like, it's not, to me, it shouldn't be beef because this happens in their friend group all the time, but it's just a simple fact that, like, there wasn't a conversation had. Just like there was a conversation had with Olivia, Spencer, and Layla. The same conversation, to me, I guess, should have been had with Layla, Jordan, and Simone. Like, because Simone and Jordan were married, regardless if we as the viewers agree with their marriage or not. They were married. So it's just weird. And so, of course, since Spencer and Olivia are not on speaking terms, but it's just, you know, real space in between the A and limbo right now, Spencer goes to Jordan, Asher, and JJ and tell them that he want to throw a party. And of course, he wants this to bring Olivia to the house. I put, the GA coach is sketchy about Jordan's hand. I don't know. Is it just me or was that scene weird? Like, Jordan and Spencer were in the locker room just chatting, and the coach walks up to him and was like, "Are y'all ready for the bowl game or whatever?" Of course, they like, "Yeah, coach." Boo, boo, boo. So then he was like, "Jordan, we're looking to have you back. I was able to get some images from the doctor, or we ran it by our team doctors, or whatever." It was giving real, like, sketch. And something like that similar is going on in the NFL right now with the player. I don't know his name, but there was some kind of clearance. He was cleared to play and he had a concussion. I don't know if they was trying to win. I don't know if they didn't want him to miss a game, but when situations like that occur, as a sportsman major, lawsuits can take place. So Jordan need to make sure that he is 100% fully healed. I'm always advocating for the athlete, especially like I said, because I am a sportsman major. You playing that one game is not worth you risking your career. Your body has to last you after your career. You still need them body parts for the rest of your life. So ain't no need to put no body parts on sacrifice for a moment in time when there could be more moments. He still had 3 years left to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, in between that, JJ has assigned everybody Secret Santas. Also, Coop, we left off with Coop working with Miss Baker. But Miss Baker gets a law student to, do legal things for her that Coop can't necessarily do because Coop is not educated. And so now Coop is, feeling left out and left in the dust because she doesn't have the necessary accreditations to do the job she wants to do. She has helped propel what she called Laura's Law, but Laura is needing Coop to do certain things, and Coop ain't just there yet. So that leads me to, at the party, everybody's exchanging gifts, or there's different scenes in which we see them exchange gifts. Layla gives Simone a teddy bear charm and a number 6 for her charm bracelet, because the charm bracelet was a thing in Homecoming. And then Simone gives Layla for Monica plaque. Layla told her this means so much more to her than she knew. I just thought for them to be friends, I just felt like a conversation needed to be had. Like, I like the dynamic that Keisha and Simone and Nate have, and I feel like regardless of what's going on with each other, they're completely open and honest with each other, and I don't feel like this friend group is like that, which is why I kind of cherish the Homecoming friend group friendship a little bit more. But immediately Simone looks at the charms and feels a way about them. Then she goes to tell Keisha that she feels like, Jordan has been telling Layla her most personal business. Like, and, Simone, I wouldn't say Simone is a closed book or she's hard to, communicate with, but she's a little bit more on the private side of, like, dealing with her affairs. She doesn't really talk a lot about what's going on in her life. She's more so the friend that's willing to give advice, but not the friend that's willing to accept the advice, to me, a little bit. But she thinks about things when it does come from Kim and Nate, though. I can't say that. Not Kim and Nate. Keisha and Nate. I'm sorry. Asher gives Coop a pen because he keeps seeing Coop sign all these things, so he gives her like her first official like pen. And then Olivia gives Spencer shoestrings with all his freshman stats on it, and that means something to him. So of course they like hug or whatever, and then Liv walks off and she has a mini conversation with Keisha. Spencer overhears, and then once the party is over, Keisha and Simone leave the party after they had their little conversation about it, and they go back home, to the hotel, wherever they're staying. Then once the party is over, Olivia and Spencer have a conversation, and so my whole thing is, okay, we waited 3 seasons for them to be together. They started off as friends, which is the perfect way to start any relationship, and they was legit friends. So by the time they got romantic, like, they just jumped on in because they had already known each other. So Spencer and Olivia have a very supportive relationship. Spencer wants Olivia to be her best self. He's always pushing her to go toward her dreams, vice versa. I just don't understand. I mean, I guess I do understand, but coming from them, I kind of don't understand because I feel like they both wanted this moment. They both, are together. I feel like they didn't really work at the balance thing. Like, in order to be in a relationship, especially in college, and then, trying to find yourself, I feel like they didn't really give it a chance. But then, like, when you watching TV, okay, we didn't really see it because it was a gap. It was a 6-week gap. So for 6 weeks they didn't really speak like that. They gave each other space. And they didn't really go through a lot on the show, on the season before. Like I don't know. It kind of came out of nowhere is what I'm saying, I guess. So it was shocking to me that Spencer was the one that wanted to break up, because I just knew it was going to be Olivia. But I didn't think it was going to be a breakup. So I don't know how they're finna navigate now on season 2. I mean, moving forward. I'm pretty sure, what I think by the end of the season, they going to be back together because freshman year going to be over. But knowing All American, it's going to be so many episodes that this season will probably dip into sophomore year of college. If it don't, I'll be surprised. But we already on the second semester of school. So, I mean, we had Christmas break. So that means second semester about to start. So he going into the spring term single. So I'm just like, bro, the season is almost over. Y'all had all the spring to bounce back. Okay, but we ain't got there. So I'm gonna sit and be patient. I'm gonna be patient. Olivia was slightly devastated though, because she was just like, I wanted to stay together. And they was gonna try to fix it and work it out. But I guess since they're friends, it's no hate involved. She was like, this is not the end of our story. I know for a fact this is not the end of our story. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna get back together. I'm just interested to see how things will go moving forward as far as how the bowl game goes, and then, how they wrap up the end of the football season. So yeah, y'all, that was all of season 1. Episode 1, season 5. Ludacrismas was the name of the episode. So yeah, we gonna see, y'all. We gonna see. But stay tuned for my homecoming review. And I'll be back with more videos. Deuces.